Hey, what's up? It's Big V, and guess what? We're talking teams. As we talk teams today, I want to talk about how marketing increases revenue within your real estate team. So does marketing make a difference? Do you have to do marketing? How much did you spend on marketing? What is marketing? And what is sales, and how do they differ? There's so many answers. I think when you talk to 10 people, you'll get 10 different definitions of marketing. So marketing are the activities and things that you do that create more opportunities. Marketing generates business. Now, there's different kinds of marketing. There's some people who like institutional marketing. When you drive down the billboards, you see a picture of a bag of Doritos and it says Cool Ranch. And that's marketing. And it causes people around the world to go in and buy a bag of Doritos, and you hope that you're able to measure the increase. Well, in most small businesses, we don't have the luxury of doing institutional brand awareness marketing. We have to do marketing that creates an immediate response. And that immediate response marketing means that when we have an opportunity, we do all the things around that opportunity to create new opportunities. Let me give you an example. One of the things we like to do is I'll call it open houses on steroids. Now, some of the things you've heard me talk about in previous videos, and I'll talk in future videos, is I'll talk about some key numbers. Here's some of the key numbers. Every listing you get should generate 1.5 buy-side closings. For every listing you get, you should generate 6 to 8 leads per month. Every 25 leads you generate, we simply add a buyer's agent. Now, those numbers are real important, but they don't just happen because you got the listing. When you get a listing, it just doesn't all of a sudden magically generate 6 to 8 leads. It's your job as a team leader or a listing partner or the administrative assistant or client care coordinator or the marketing coordinator. It's your job to make sure that when you get a listing, you turn on the engine that generates 6 to 8 leads every month off that listing. Does that make sense? It doesn't happen automatically. It doesn't happen just because you have a listing. What we do when we get a listing, and that's why we love listings, is because listings give us the opportunity to market. It gives us permission to reach out to the neighborhood, to reach out to our database and let them know a new house is on the market, and we're the ones that have it listed. And so what we do is we do a series of things. We might select a series of neighborhoods around that listing that are similar to, say, a new house has gone on the marketplace in your neighborhood. Would you like to choose your new neighbor? We might send it out saying there's a new price. Would you like to know what your house might be worth in this market? And we send that out to the neighborhood. When we hold it open, we teach our buyer's agents to door knock the neighborhoods if that's allowed, and invite people to come to the open house and see what their neighbor's house looks like on the inside and out, and to bring someone that they might like to have as a neighbor that's been looking in this area. We knock on 100 doors. Now let me ask you this. If you mail just listed, you mail open house, you knock on doors, invite them to the open house, do those marketing efforts create more opportunities, yes or no? That's how we generate 6 to 8 leads on every single new listing. It's not because it happens automatically. And then we do an unbelievable job of making that house stand out online. I tell my listing agents that it's a price war and a beauty contest, and you have to win both online and offline. So what's the marketing you pour into that home to make sure that it stands out online? Are you doing Matterport virtual tours where people can do a literal walkthrough of the home, where you've measured every room and they can go in and see it? Are you using a company like Pillar to Post that does and gives you the ability to arrange and look at every single home, every single room in a house by dimensions and know what it looks like? We have some agents that are doing pre-inspections prior to going on the listing appointment, so they know the possible issues that might happen when somebody buys the home. I want that home to look different and be in a position to resolve every concern a potential buyer has. And when they walk through it virtually, it feels like they're there. Are you doing drone photography where you've got a drone that shows what that house looks like from a bird's eye view? And do you walk through the home and create an open experience for the client online? You see, that virtual marketing changes the way people look at homes. I think that you've just got a few seconds to blow people away, and that most homes are eliminated from the search because of the poor visual experience that's done by the realtor. Look, if I can tell you used your iPhone and you sat in your car when you took the picture, I call those drive-by shootings, by the way, when you don't spend the time to hire a professional photographer to set your home up and to walk through in a professional way. It puts your home in a situation where the clients will just absolutely eliminate it from the search. Other things we do with marketing is a lot of times we associate marketing with spending money. And I want you to know that there's multiple ways that you can create more opportunities without spending more money. Let me tell you about one of them. We use a system called the Top 50. The Top 50 was from an ebook that we wrote called How to Close 86 Transactions a Year Working with 50 People 1 Hour a Day. The whole concept is marketing. And this marketing puts you at the front of the mind of the 50 people in your life that are most likely to give you at least one referral a year. 50 people that you know, like, and trust, and you put them into a system, and once a month you have one personal touch with all 50 of them. It seems like a simple thing, but if you do it religiously every single month, what you're going to learn is that those 50 become your raving fans, the people who give you more business. You'll get more referrals working a top 50 and doing the marketing strategies outlined in the top 50 than anything you can do to buy leads online. And these people are referred to you. What's it like when you get a referral? Aren't they easier to work with? Do they challenge you less on commissions or price? The answer is yes and yes. It's just easier to work with people that have been referred to you. So let's create opportunities with our marketing efforts. The other thing we like to do is we like to build for events. Write this down. Events drive revenue. It works in my business and it works in your business. If you do events, client appreciation events, events around open houses, don't just do open houses, put your open houses on steroids. They have to feel like an event, and you have to get balloons and signs and directionals and have an experience so that when people see your marketing around the open house, they wonder why their agent's not doing that for them. My gosh, open houses on steroids as a system, and it's a program. Matter of fact, I'd like to give it to you all. If you go into the description just below this video, I'm going to give you a link where you can download our open houses on steroids system. I want you to download it and follow the system. Put your open house on steroids, increase your marketing, and create more opportunities for your real estate team. Whether you're working your open house on steroids or your top 50, I want you to go beyond the minimum. See, what most agents do is they do the minimum that's required to get paid at the closing table. They use a 4P marketing plan. Do you know what it is? They put a sign in the yard, they put an ad in the paper, they put it up on the MLS, and they pray that it sells. And I'll tell you what, the 4P marketing plan in this world no longer works. Now, it doesn't mean that ads don't work. It doesn't mean the MLS doesn't work. It doesn't mean that praying isn't an effective tool. What it means is there's so much more we can do when we market. Let me just give you an example. When you're working your database of your top 50, we're going to give you some resources and some things you should do. For example, think about your past clients, the people that know, like, and trust you. You've helped them buy homes in the past. I want you to just once a year reach out and send them a birthday card or give them a call and just say happy birthday. And I want you to think about that. What do you think? I've got family members that don't wish me a happy birthday, but I've got an insurance agent since, I don't know, maybe I think I was in high school, and he came to our career day at Brighton High School. He sat down with all of us and he said, "What's your birthday?" And he wanted to do a financial plan that showed us that if we put a certain amount of money in every single month, by the time we were 30, we'd have $1 million in our savings account or retirement. Well, guess what? It started by him asking us what our birth date was. And every year on my birthday, from that year forward, I've received a birthday card from Wayne Gledhill. And guess what? I've spent tens of thousands of dollars in insurance policies and investment things with Wayne Gledhill simply because he sends a birthday card. Are you sending a birthday card? Is that part of your marketing strategy? What about the anniversary of the home? They've been in the home a year. We'll encourage them to go out and take a picture of their family and their home. And it's funny to watch every year on the anniversary of when they closed, how the family changes year over year and how the home changes as well. And it's fun to see that transition over time. The other thing we like to do is every year is we like to give them the opportunity to see what the value of their current home is. You know, every time you go to refinance your house, you're buying it again. And maybe instead of refinancing it, maybe we should look on the market, see what other houses are on the market. There are so many things you can do with your database, your sphere of influence, and the people you'd like, know, and trust. And they're all simple marketing activities that are included in your top 50 or the ebook 8651. I'll put a link to our previous video where we talked just about the top 50, where you can have the opportunity to download that video as well. I'll put a link right here in the description to the other video where you can download the 8651 ebook and use it to increase your marketing efforts. Remember, marketing is an opportunity you have to stay at the front of the mind of that consumer, your friend in your relationships, so that in that moment, they think about buying or selling real estate, they think of you first, and they think of you as a true expert. Let's up our game, and let's up our team's game with a true marketing strategy.